Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Phantom Paranormal. I'm sorry the video is a little cloudy. Uh, I'll get that all arranged the best I can later. That's not my number one issue at the moment. Uh, yeah, today's going to be a special day. I've been getting a lot of requests on that video I made about caution. The one I said, this is for my subscribers, use with caution. About that setup, I've been getting quite a few texts of people or comments wanting to know if I have any of that footage left. And I just wanted to get it out there. I did delete all of that footage. Uh, I'm out in the country now, but uh, I raised my two boys in a pretty bad neighborhood. It was a good city for where I'm at, part of the city, but and they were in an excellent school district. Is why another reason we stayed there. Uh, but income wise, we just wasn't making enough to afford a house at that time. And the rent where we were at was so reasonable that I ended up basically raising my two. This video here is just going to be a talkie, just a talkie. I ended up raising my two boys at that apartment. I always knew from when we first moved in something wasn't quite right, especially having the heart of an investigator. And I'll just tell you a quick little story, and I don't want you guys to feel sorry for me at all, okay? But I was the worst case of child abuse ever documented in my state on record. And sure, I'm sure there's been worse. But uh, I went through more as a child. Let me just put it this way. The top medical, I'll just say it. I'm in Oklahoma. We got the top best. We had a whole table of psychiatrists that knew my case, and you know, they were the top best psychiatrists at OU medical. And they ended up telling me, this is years ago. I was raised by my grandmother. My mother abandoned me and left me with my father, who was a very, very, very sick man. Uh, he tortured me in ways that I've had therapists quit and cry, professionals, and say, I can't handle your case anymore, Mr. So and so. I'm going to have to refer you to someone else. That's how bad what I went through as a child was. Uh, the top psychiatrists at OU sat me and my grandmother down and told me that I'm the worst case of child abuse that they've ever heard of, and, period. They told me that as a small child, I went through more than 99.9 prisoners of war had to go through. My father liked to mentally and physically abuse, but he used to like to torture. He used to get off on torture. Um, so I am crippled now. That's due to a motorcycle accident. That's not why I'm on disability. I'm on disability for PTSD. Don't feel sorry for me though. I'm a survivor. I'm still here. That's the way I look at it. I don't understand a lot still of how it could have happened and some stuff, but I never will. So, anyways, yeah, so that's why I'm on disability. That's why I wanted to let you know about you don't make a whole lot of bucks on disability. And there are people out there that get mad that their taxpayers, their tax dollars, go to disability, and stuff. But there are people out there like me that really, really, really have to have it. These guys coming back from Iraq and stuff, I know they've seen some bad stuff, but they don't know I've seen worse as a child and been through worse as a child. They can't fathom that. I wish I could talk to some of them and maybe it would help them just to know what I went through as a child. So then I went from that relationship of being taken away from my father, thank God. My mother and my stepdad came and actually got me at an elementary school when I was living with my father and pulled me out of school. And I thought that it was my real dad and my stepmom. And I thought, oh God, well, I don't know what's going to happen. I guess they're picking me up to take me home. See, it was my stepmom that was sick too. My stepmom and my dad. I'm actually going to write a book about what I went through. But let's get back to the paranormal stuff. So, anyways, like I was saying about the caution video I made, I've been getting a lot of people wanting to hear what I picked up. Well, I deleted all of that negative stuff. Like I said, watch the video and it'll tell you what all I went through. And I've got this set up right now. I said I wouldn't do it, but for my subscribers, some people just won't believe unless they see it. I don't know if it's going to be successful today, but I'll do it till it is successful off and on for you so I can prove it to you. Some people just won't believe stuff till, they see it. I think me being with you guys in the paranormal, you guys have a greater understanding of just because we can't see it, it doesn't mean it's not there. You can't see air, but we breathe it, So, the price was so cheap at that apartment, it kind of like kept us trapped there. But I never felt at ease 1 minute in that place. And if you'll watch the video I made about the caution, it'll tell the whole story about that. So, I've got it set up. I've got a little cross that's so out of focus. You can't see it. I got a bunch of little things up. But I will do a session. This is going to be the most boring session you've ever seen. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Because what we're doing is we're listening. Okay? That's what we're doing. I have this DVR running from this audio amplifier. That's what I discovered. It's one of those amplifiers that you plug earphones in so you don't bother your wife watching TV and so on. But this is a very old one. I've had it for 15 years. It's small, but it is very powerful. I get my kids in trouble all the time with it. They think they're whispering and I catch them. It's really, really powerful for what it is. And so that's what I got to thinking, because I didn't have the money to buy a $400 to $700, $1,000 Roland, or there's so many brands it's ridiculous of DVRs. Zoom, Roland, you know, the list goes on. We've all been to Amazon. But I just got to thinking with what I had. Well, I got to thinking, well, gosh, if that amplifies, this little thing here amplifies noise that loud, it just made common sense to me. It got me thinking, would that amplify EVPs? And at the place I was at, it was extremely, extremely active. And I wasn't just catching EVPs now and then using this system. I picked up a full conversation of what I believe to have been demonic or really, really horrible spirits. Personally, I think they were demonic. And as long as that thing was rolling, it was on, I was picking up their whole conversation. Okay? That's how powerful it is. And that's what it did. And that's my baby. I like to call it my contribution to the paranormal society, to the paranormal world. They sell them on Amazon. You can get them anywhere. But it's something that Michael, my name's Michael, came up with on my own, just using common sense, and the results were just mind-blowing. Like I said, I might not get results here, but you take this to a place that's got a haunted place, you're going to get some scary, scary, scary stuff that you won't believe. It'll tell you what's around you in your home. I've found a lot of peace at this home. That's why I haven't done this, because I don't want to hear anything negative, because I'm finally at peace. But for you guys, and for my channel, and for the paranormal, I feel like now it's my duty to just do it. So I'm going to do it. It's going to be boring. I'm going to tell you that right now. The major part of the whole thing is just letting the device do the job and listen. Okay? I'll ask a few questions, but 99% of it is letting the device do its job. For some reason, I'm only able to record 15 minutes at a time. So I'm sure I'm going to have to do several sessions. But when I catch it, using this setup, I will play it for you. I promise. I will play it back for you. I might not catch it today. I might not catch it next time I set it up. But I promise I will play it for you, and you guys will be blown away. I'm actually looking forward to it now. I just hope I don't get any negative, because I feel okay here. Okay, so thanks for the talkie, and I'm going to get started. So come back, everybody. God bless.